Yo, what up guys? I'm back finally. It's been a little bit. We got some work done on the car. There you go, the tires are on. She is idling beautifully. We got the Skunk 2 throttle body installed. I'll show you guys that after the drive. Here's the old throttle body. I ended up stealing the map sensor and TPS sensor off of the H. She's running perfectly. I did a bypass of the fast out of layer control valve. Like, yeah, so like this throttle body, it sticks a lot, guys. It's already stuck. There we go. Like it moves pretty easily now, but if it sits, it gets stuck. And then my throttle pedal used to be pretty mushy, but now it's not. I need to get a new corner piece there for that, fix that glass. But yeah, we stole that sensors there because getting it off of the old throttle body wasn't happening. Started around screws and stuff, so I said F it. I know these are brand new, let's go ahead and grab them and slap them on. But yeah, we're about to go for a little bit of drive, set these tires in, make sure they're seated well. I've got them torqued down to 100 foot-pounds. All that good jazz. My fan's on, running great. Got my door shut. I got a cell code. Oh wait, shoot, I was gonna grab my laptop. But yeah, I'll see you guys after the drive here, because I don't have any way to record while I'm driving at the moment. I gotta find my GoPro, get that all sorted, and then we'll start doing stuff with the GoPro, and we'll get a little POV of the car driving. And then we're gonna eventually start doing some work on it, electrically wise. We gotta figure out why our taillights are staying on with the car turned off. So I'm gonna be eventually pulling the seats and the carpet and the dash and all the rear paneling that are still left in here and just cleaning it up, because pretty. It is nasty back here, guys. That's all previous owner stuff, so I wanna get it all cleaned up and squared away. So yeah, guys, we will be back after the drive just to pop the hood and show you guys everything there. But yeah, I'll see you guys shortly. Peace. Hey guys, what's up? So it is the next day, well, next couple days actually. It's been a little bit, but we did get the intake manifold on for the new throttle body that I had, my Skunk 2 one. But unfortunately with that one, I was having a lot of like weird issues. I used the TPS and the map sensor from the other car for the H series, and it worked, but I was having some issues, so I thought, okay, maybe the map and the TPS was the issue. So I swapped back to the ones that were on the car originally, and I still had the same issues where I would be driving, and then all of a sudden I'd hear a thunk, and then it would catch and go. So, and every time I'd hear a thunk, and before I did the Skunk 2 stuff, it didn't do that. So I'm wondering if it might just be too much air, and it's not tuned right for that throttle body with this intake manifold. It might be too much air coming into it and it's having issues. So I swapped back to the other throttle body, back to the one that was on the car, and that took care of that issue. But other than that, we got the tires on and everything, and it's golden. We were going to work on the exhaust, but that'll be another day. Till then, guys, peace out, much love, and thanks for watching. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back. How's it going? Hope you guys are having a fantastic one. We're back out here working on the car. The hood open, and we got the doors out, we got the seats out. We're working on getting the interior out. We got one piece of the rear interior back out, and we were trying to do the exhaust. As you guys can see, we've got the exhaust off of the red one, but unfortunately the exhaust is just slightly too short, and the exhaust is a 2-inch or 2.5 inch, and the header is a 3-inch header, so it doesn't quite match up. It's like really small and it doesn't quite reach. So I just went ahead and put kept the same exhaust on it. It still sounds eh. I'd like to get that sorted, but let me go ahead and get you guys a little preview of the back here. So we got this piece off. The previous owner did this lovely caulk job, you know. I don't know, I gotta finish cleaning it out. So this is actually pretty simple to take out. I went ahead and took the seats back out. I had the battery sitting off because I have it here. and I'm gonna start chasing wires and figuring things out with what they did here, because my problem right now is my tail lights. These ones right here, the tail lights, not the brake lights, stay on even when the car is not powered. Like, I can have the car off, but if the battery's hooked up, these lights will be on. So I'm starting on that. These panels are actually pretty simple to take out. You just pull them off of the side, and then they have clips all on the side. So I'll show you here on the other panel. So they've got these little clips here that keep it in, and then this one had a trunk light, so I just went and disconnected it, and then you just run it across, and it just sits and clips in like that. But as you guys can see, this thing is in horrible shape, and I get a little bit better situation here. I'm gonna probably have the wife hold the phone, or record me, and we're gonna probably get some really like fine sandpaper and just like go all over there, or like maybe a little Dremel with a small little sanding disc on it, and just like go to town on all of this. They like destroyed it. This is all like cut up and gashed. It's pretty sad, honestly, when you compare it to the other CRX is rear interior. This is my fun project show car. Like, this is the one that I want to finish redoing. As you can see, all the interior is so much nicer. I mean, I still think it needs cleaned, but like all the rear trimmings and stuff is just in a lot better situation than that car. That car has been very, very misused. I was gonna pop the hatch, but yeah. So that's kind of where we are, guys. At some point, down the headlights. So they have this HID system, and you get power, and I think they spliced it into the stock harness. I'm not really sure. I gotta start tracing wires and figuring out where this all goes and how this all hooks up, because I think the factory harness is still in here for the headlights, which should be running right along right here, and it runs down. I don't know. I'll probably pull the fenders back off and see if I can trace that, but they work. But like, one time I'll turn them on, both will pop on, and then one will flicker out. I'll turn it off, turn it on. The one that flickered out would be on, but the one that wasn't flickering goes out. So I got to figure out power issue with the headlights. Once that's done, that'll be cool. I need to pull them all the way out, the whole fixtures, and I need to get them clean. My dad did find the corner, this right here, the corner lamp. So he's just got to send it to me, because he was the one holding on to this. He was doing all the body work on it, as I've stated before. He picked up these fenders. I'm not sure if he got them for free or what, but we're going to run them, because why not? I don't really care too terribly much. We're going to eventually paint the whole car so it'll look nicer. I'm just going to go back over everything with sanding, and then just while it's in the light like this, I'm just going to look at any other imperfections. We noticed on the passenger side quarter here, there is a slight crack right along this. It's kind of smooth, but I want to get some filler and just like put some stuff all over this and just sand it down, and put some more Bondo here that my dad put. Just get this all sanded, and I'm just gonna go over the whole car really lightly with the sanding block to make sure everything's smooth. And then pull all the potty trims off, all this. If I can get all this stuff off, get this piece off, and I'm gonna go to town and paint it. And I don't know if I'm gonna be able to get these decals off, but she needs a lot of love. My dad just hit it with some black, because this was all exposed and it was starting to get a little bit of surface rust. So we just hit it with a little bit of black paint just to cover it, so to protect it on my 20-hour drive back home with it. I got to get this fixed. This just flops around. I think it's supposed to like glue right there, so I'm just going to get some glue and just re-glue it to where it's supposed to be for the weather strip. It obviously comes off up here, and it's kind of annoying that it doesn't like to stay. And then there's all this wiring, because the side mirrors that used to be on this were chrome, and they had blue like blinkers on it. But so I got to pop up the door panels and get all that sorted, and I'm gonna pull the console out and sort all that. Like, I'm pretty sure like this is not how you wire up your wideband, but I don't know, this might just be the ground wire, honestly. Looks like it's just the ground, and this is the two signal wires, but I don't know where he has them running, so I want to pull the dash and then start tracing wires. I would like to pull the whole dash. I want to pull the console and start tracing. And as you can see, this just sits in here. It's not even secured. This center. I want to try and see if I can't pop this face off and get it repainted. I'm gonna pull the cluster out and try and fix that. I'm gonna pull this back all the way off and hopefully get some of this painted. I got some black paint. It might not be exactly OEM, but it'll at least clean it up and it'll look a lot nicer. It won't look like a piece of shit. Like all these vents, like these two don't flip up, and this one, that one does flip. But I'd like to get all this out. Eventually I'm gonna pull the whole dash, but I gotta pull the steering wheel off to be able to get the whole dash out without, because when you pull it out, you'll take these vents off, and there's some screw back there and things like that. But when you fully pull it out, it's gonna hit the steering wheel and the steering column. At least with the steering wheel out of the way, you can get it over the column, and it won't be too bad. But yeah, this one at least has climate control. This one has heat. The red one used to have heat, but I took the heated core out and everything, and I'm not going to be putting it back in that car. That car is going to be like my Sunday, going to be the car that I drive to tracks, to meets. This car is going to go to tracks and meets, but it's going to be the wife's car because the seats for this car are adjustable. So it's going to go to her eventually, but I'm going to be doing all the work on it, cleaning it up, fixing it, pulling the motor, getting the engine bay cleaned out, which we'll go ahead and get footage of that, and you guys can see the process. I want to sand this whole bay down and get it squared away and make it a lot better than what it is. We got a lot of work to do, guys. I'll catch back up with you guys when I get a little bit more progress done, and when I start tracing wires for the bumper here to hopefully stop my taillights from being on and killing my battery, and then getting all the extra wiring out. They had a auto start, actually. Let me show you guys that before I clip into the next part where I've got a little bit more progress done. Yeah, so we're sitting in the car here. Like, this is just a rat's nest. I don't even know what like all of this goes to, but it's just a rat's nest. That's why I wanted to pull the dash eventually. But like, this is a car box, and on the back it's got a little diagram, and one of it says auto start or remote start 7P, 6P, 10P. Like, I'm pretty sure flashing light output, yeah, JC2. So that'll be this little box up here. Like, I think it's for this as well. So like, I need, and like their wiring job that they did in this car is so bad. Everything's just like butt connected. It's so bad. Like, exposed wires everywhere. Like, this purple wire is just here. Same with this other wire. This green wire that came off of it is just here. There's like plugs missing. Like, and I want to pull the DAT, or at least the gauge cluster, to see where this tachometer is reading, because this actually reads pretty good. This actually kind of works for the most part, but I'm kind of curious why my AFR, I don't think the AFR gauge works very well, or it's not very accurate. They have I think it wired straight into the O2 sensor, but I'm not. The car reads. Okay, sorry about that. My phone stops recording for some reason, but there's a half shaft I can get for it. That's a hydro. All I have to do is get a hydraulic seal, change out the transmission drive shaft seal from the 90 to 93 Techie axles that are for cable transmission to the hydro one, and we shouldn't have any leaking problems. I've read a lot of forums that you can do that, so that's what we're gonna do. But yeah, I'm gonna leave you guys right here. I'm gonna go ahead and get some more work done, and I'll catch back up with you guys in a little bit. Alright guys, how's it going? We're back. It's a little bit later. I got a lot more done. I'll go ahead and give you guys a view here in a minute, but oh my god, this wiring is insane. So let's go ahead and let me show you guys on here. So as you can see here behind the cluster where it normally sits, we have this whole wiring mess. I've started to cut some of the wires, and I've got pictures of everything, and I'm cutting them on this side so I still have some wire left so I know where they go. But I've got pictures too, just in case. But I found out why this wiring, at least for the cluster, is like this. The problem is why I'm doing this is because when they did this, they didn't do it in a good way. So they have the wires routed factory, right? But when they redid this and spliced it, they ran it over the plastic piece. So there's no way I can pull the dash with the harness as is. So I'm gonna redo this, all these like butt connectors that they did. I don't like that. I'm gonna do proper electrical solder heat shrink on all my wires, so I know the connections will be 100% like stock. And then I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna give it a little bit of extra length for all these plugs. Some of these are a little short, you know, when you're pulling it off and it's just a pain. I'm gonna make them a little bit longer with my wire that I have. And then I'm gonna route that extra bit of wire, instead of through that hole, I'm gonna route it underneath this plastic piece here, because there's a little hole right here. I'm gonna route it through here, and then I'm gonna Teflon tape it really thin, and I'm gonna use mostly just the Teflon tape. When I might have some, I might have to get some, but yeah, I'm gonna redo that wiring, so that way if I ever needed to, I can pull the dash back out. Other than that, we got the center console out, we got the seats out. Like, all this is gonna get repainted. I gotta get this sensor off. They had the negative just grounded to the clock here. See where they just butt crimped it in here. Like, I hate things like this, so I'm probably gonna take this off and I'm gonna reconnect that, and I'm gonna run the ground somewhere else where it needs to go. Probably to like down here to this bolt here for the chassis, for the steering rack, or not for the rack, but for the rest of the dash. So yeah, we still got to get the glove box and stuff like that. But yeah, that's what we're gonna be doing. It's kind of the progress update. I went and picked up some Purple Power, some Scotch-Brite, the little Dremel tool, because I didn't have one. I used to have one, I don't know where it went, so I just picked up another one. And yeah, so that's where we are. I'll pick up with you guys when we have some more progress done. Alright guys, I'm back. It's about 7 a.m. now. The sun's come out, or close to 8, I don't remember. Either way, the sun's come out, so back outside. So go ahead and show you guys, like, everything that's going on. So I got all of this out, all this extra wiring. There's quite a bit there. And you can see I still got some wiring. Got these pieces over here, but I gotta get the door panels open next, so I can get this speaker wire that they ran pulled out of here. Figure out, this here is for the windows, because they converted it to power windows. So I'm gonna pull the dash. I want to pull these pieces out and get them painted. Same with this. Like I said, I'm gonna paint like all these black. I might paint the dash and I might not. I'm thinking about it, honestly, to make everything uniform, at least look nicer. It may not come out, you know, 100% like super nice, but yeah, we got it fully gutted. Well, almost fully gutted. Either way, we got it torn apart quite a bit. It wouldn't take much more to get it fully gutted, but I'm not going to go that far with the car right now. Eventually, in the future, when I swap spots with the red car, with the Urza, I'm going to be probably fully tearing out the carpet, getting all the heated core and everything else up out of it, and then we will get it ready for paint, honestly, and get everything out, doors off. Like, it's gonna go full on, completely tear down, minus like some of the stuff like back there. Like, I'm not worried about fully pulling that out and things like that, as far as like the gas tank and stuff like that, but at least all the front interior, and then fix any sub harness stuff that needs to be fixed for the underdash harness and everything. Like, get full pictures of where everything routes and how it all hooks up and all that. The steering rack and stuff might stay in as far as the steering column, but we got to put all that back on and stuff still. So I'm gonna get started for today. I slept a little bit already, but we're gonna probably start with the door panels, get the door panels, and once the door panels are off and everything, we get all the extra wiring out of here, we're gonna probably start our rebuild process. Unfortunately, I couldn't get the taillights sorted at the moment. I think it's either fuse box or the wiring to the fuse box, and I don't want this car to be sitting here like this too much longer. So I'll probably deal with it when I get the red one running and drivable, and then when I swap places with them, because I'm going to pull a motor and stuff anyways, then I'll probably do a full teardown, like I said, and then sort the wiring out for that later. So I still just got to keep unplugging in the battery so it doesn't kill the battery, and then the car is able to start and run. But yeah, so let me go ahead and get started on that. I'll catch back up to you guys when I have some progress. Hey guys, how's it going? As you can see, I've lost all my taillights all gone. But we did get the center console in and everything. We also got one of the door cards on, and yeah, we'll go ahead and show you guys. I'm probably gonna go ahead and get all my stuff cleaned out of the carpet area, get everything put away, anything that's trash thrown away, things like that, kind of clean it all out, and then pick up the area next to the car. And then we're gonna hit the back of the car tomorrow and get the rear interior and all the speakers and speaker accessories and things like that put back in the car. But let's go ahead and show you guys. Not too shabby, if I do say so myself. Door cards all the way on, nice and secure. Speaker, everything works. Next we'll be cleaning up all of this, and then we'll put the seats in after we get the rear done. But yeah, as you guys can see, we still got that door to do. We still got to paint that blue over there and then the white, so it'll match over here with the black for the doors. It's not the best paint job in the world, but you know, it'll do. It will do. And yeah, we got our battery there. Eventually we're gonna have a gel battery and it'll be routed a little bit better, but for now it works. It powers the car. It's stationary. We have a little strap down there that we screwed down to the chassis so we can be able to strap it down. So yeah, should all be Gucci taters. Let's go ahead and get this thing cleaned up, get it vacuumed, and I will see you guys for the final part of today's video with that. So yeah, I'll see you guys in a little bit, get this car cleaned up, and then I'll get back up with you guys.